Hey guys, welcome to a brand new esports driven video. We know how difficult it can be to play game after game and not feel like you're improving or staying constantly stuck in a specific rank or elo. In this video, we're going to cover 5 likely reasons on why you're not seeing results no matter how many games you play. So if you guys do enjoy this video, definitely subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos like this one. So we're going to start off with the first reason on our list, and that is playing too fast. Alright, so let's look at it this way. The fact is, each round is a minute and 30 seconds long. That's a lot of time to make sure you're sticking to the fundamentals of Valorant. What you should be doing is taking your time to look at the map and see what your other teammates are doing. You should also be paying attention to see where the enemy team is at and come up with a safe route to make contact with the enemy team that causes minimal losses to your team as a whole. Playing too fast can be one of the more prominent reasons as to why people stay stuck in lower elos. So take your time a little bit more, assess the map, assess your teammates and the enemy team's location to better position yourself as a whole and win a round. Alright, so now that we've knocked that out the way, let's move on to our second reason on why you may be struggling to climb in your games. And I think this is a pretty simple one. Look, it's happened to the best of us, and that is not having your gun out. Alright, so we know you love your RGX butterfly knife, but I've seen this a lot, including on myself. Alright, so we've seen how this goes. The enemy takes sight, plants, and now you have to go for retake, and you're caught with your pants down at a corner because you had your knife out. This is an easily avoidable mistake, and I understand the mindset behind it, but smart enemy players are going to take advantage of the fact that you have to rotate after planning, and a lot of the time, this throws players for a loop, because you just died for something so simple. We're just trying to say keeping your gun out is extremely important, and at the very least, increases your chances of the game going in your favor. Alright, so let's move on to our third reason on why you may be struggling to climb. This is a really good one, and that is not playing off your teammates. Playing off your teammates is at the core of Valorant, and whether you're on Ascent, Fracture, Icebox, it doesn't matter. Being able to make a proper trade is crucial in every round. So if an enemy gets a kill off your teammate, you want to make sure you are close enough to assess their location and take a kill back. Let's say you have a Sova or a Fade on your team. Taking advantage of their ability to get information is super important. In a situation where you're in a 2v1, rather than going in one at a time, you can play off each other and go in at the same time on both sides or 2 different angles to get the final kill for a round. Situations like this make the most of advantages to close out games. So get out there and start playing off your teammates. The next one is something I think a lot of players don't necessarily think about, and that is using guns to their advantage. You need to learn what guns to use when you're low on funds. Maps play a huge part in what guns you're going to use into a map. It's sort of like having a plan, and you should. If I'm playing on a map like Icebox, I know there's not a strong possibility of me getting a kill on Bucky as there is on Fracture. So maybe I'll use a Bulldog, Stinger, Spectre, or anything else. And that's not to say Bucky can't be used, it can be assessed for your situation and played accordingly. Let's say if you know you haven't used Bucky those first couple rounds and the enemy team isn't expecting you on Bucky to play at an angle or elevated, take advantage of that. Using guns to their advantage can be a huge difference maker in each and every one of your games. So learn what guns to use on different maps and in different situations. Okay, so moving on to our final reason you may be struggling in your games, and this is probably the most important, but don't just queue after winning a game. Run a deathmatch. A lot of players just don't play enough deathmatches. You should be playing more deathmatches. It helps keep your senses sharp and feel refreshed going into your games. If you want to do something even better, after a game, run a deathmatch, take a 5 or 10 minute break, run a deathmatch again, and then queue up for another game. If you take ranked seriously, then you're gonna take your mental seriously too. You want to go in confident into your next game that the last one wasn't a fluke. You want confidence in your aim, and there's so many players that just hop in ranked game after ranked game, lose, and ask why they're not improving. Practice the fundamentals and keep sharpening your aim. A saying that's recently really grown on me is no brain, all aim. And those are 5 simple reasons why you're not improving in your games. Each one is helpful, and I hope you implement all of these tips into your ranked games. So that's it guys, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the esports driven YouTube channel if you did enjoy this video. See you guys in the next video.